Hi, I'm Adam Yenser, and welcome to The Canceled News, the only show that's never been hosted by Ryan Seacrest. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If I make it to 163 million subscribers, maybe I can get invited on the next Titanic sub like Mr. Beast. And come see me live. I'll be headlining the Savannah Comedy Review in Georgia on July 8th, and I'll be at the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood July 2nd and 14th. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I'm shirtless this week, and there's a good reason for that. See, I used to think that the secret to becoming a successful comedian was hard work and good writing. But then I found out that the biggest comedian in the world right now is Matt Rife, the biggest conservative comedian is J.P. Sears, and the comedian with the biggest summer movie is Bert Kreischer in The Machine. It turns out that in order to become successful, you don't have to be good at comedy, you just have to take your shirt off all the time. So this week, instead of writing good jokes, I just went to the gym a lot. Now here's what's in the news. Video captured the moment a fisherman in the Everglades was bitten by a shark and dragged overboard. Luckily, his friends reached in and saved their chum. I didn't write as much jokes this week. A leaked WhatsApp message shows that Hunter Biden threatened a Chinese businessman, saying, "I am sitting here with my father and we will make certain you will regret not following my directions." The Chinese man then got back at him by putting pee-pee in his Coke. This week, Vladimir Putin found out that in Soviet Russia, Russia attacks you. The leader of the Wagner mercenary group mounted a brief rebellion, but then gave up after Russia warned Russia that Russia has nukes. While talking to reporters this week, Joe Biden said that Putin is clearly losing the war in Iraq, and Biden is clearly losing whatever he's battling. A group of nude bicyclists performed publicly in front of a crowd including children at a Seattle Pride parade, and no one was more disgusted than the owner of the bike rental shop. Maury Povich announced that he is launching his own line of at-home DNA paternity tests. The tests are sold individually or in the bulk Sholanda size. Due to pollution and smoke from Canada's wildfires, Chicago had the worst air quality in the world this week. In fact, Chicago was so polluted, residents could barely see far enough to murder. A video went viral this week of a chimpanzee who was held in captivity her whole life, seeing the sky for the first time. Take a look. And you should have seen the joy in her eyes when she ripped off a human face for the first time. New York City has ordered pizzerias that use coal or wood ovens to reduce their emissions by 75%, which explains Grimaldi's new uncooked Climate Lovers pizza. After reporters noticed marks on Joe Biden's face, the White House revealed that he started using a CPAP machine for sleep apnea, which will hopefully stop him from snoring at his next UN conference. On Thursday, the Supreme Court voted to overturn affirmative action, and Kamala Harris was immediately replaced by a more qualified 8-year-old Korean girl. 7.5 million baby shark bath toys have been recalled due to a risk of impalement. The toys cause parents to get the song stuck in their head and then stab themselves in the ears. Democratic Representative Rosa DeLauro claimed that supporting abortion is consistent with her Catholic faith, which is like claiming that this part of her hair is consistent with this part of her hair. Pope Francis welcomed several artists to the Vatican this week, including Andre Serrano, creator of the controversial Piss Christ, much like the time Pope Francis welcomed the creator of the controversial Poo Pants. Researchers at Reuters found that Donald Trump is the only living U.S. president whose ancestors didn't own slaves. For instance, Barack Obama's 6th great-grandfather owned 2 slaves, Bill Clinton's 5th great-grandfather owned 1 slave, and Joe Biden's dad oversaw construction of the pyramids. Democratic presidential candidate RFK Jr. posed for a shirtless picture at California's Venice Beach. There was an awkward moment when he stepped on a used needle and shouted, "Gross, I hope there wasn't a vaccine in there." The CIA then tried to assassinate him like other Kennedys, but the bullets bounced off his chiseled pecs and shredded abs. And even RFK Jr. looks better shirtless than I do. I might as well give up. Besides, Matt Rife is actually pretty funny. This was a stupid idea. It's even gayer than my Pride Month episode. And I'm sorry to my cameraman. I could have at least worn pants.